From the moment they announced Star Wars Acolyte and Leslie Headland's involvement, we all knew that it was going to be an almost guaranteed nightmare because, of course, Kathleen Kennedy is so focused on the Force's female, but now, of course, it is releasing during Pride Month, and that means the interviews are even more insufferable than they typically are, and now Leslie Headland has confirmed that the Acolyte is the gayest Star Wars and claims that R2D2 is a lesbian. This is a That Park Place article. It says Star Wars The Acolyte showrunner Leslie confirmed that her series is the gayest Star Wars, and that's it. She also claims that R2D2 is a lesbian. Now, this interview is the most cringeworthy thing ever, but honestly, all of them have been because it is Pride Month and they're releasing this show during a Pride Month. All of these interviews have been filled to the brim with maximum woke cringiness. I understand one comment because she is a lesbian, whatever, let her have her one comment, but when she's going on and on about it, and the actors and actresses are as well, and then they go on to claim that they know Star Wars better than other people, it's just going to end in a disaster. Instead of simply making a good product and promoting that good product, that's not what they're doing. They're making these interviews all about themselves. And they're saying the most ridiculous things possible, like claiming that R2D2, a droid by the way, is a lesbian, and how R2D2 and C-3PO clearly have some kind of intimate feelings for each other. I mean, these people are living in delusion land. They are proving that this is why you should never hire them for another project, because they are so ridiculously out of touch with reality. They seriously think that in the world of Star Wars, that is the story that needs to be told. That, oh, we need to see lesbians running around everywhere. We need to see droids having intimate relationships with each other. I mean, it just goes to show that Star Wars is past the point of redemption. It says in an interview with The Wrap, she first feigned surprise that making Star Wars gay would not be a talking point. She said, is it going to be a talking point? The actress, Amandla, who is the lead character, then chimed in saying, because nerds are gay. When The Wrap's interviewer stated, well, some nerds are very not gay and very threatened by gay stuff. So right, even by that comment, you can tell that they were putting them into interviews with people who were very clearly going to agree with the absolute nonsense they're spewing. And then she responded, well, that's true, but in my world, nerds are gay. And then asked if this was a fun element. Headland responded, no, I don't think so, and yet people have told me it's the gayest Star Wars, and I am frankly into it. You knew what you were writing, you knew what you were producing, you knew the end product, and we knew that Kathleen Kennedy was not actually going to just let them write a female-centric Star Wars story with absolutely no narrative crammed into it. Now, we did not know what that narrative would be, whether it would be strong, independent woman, whether we, of course, would have that combined with something like a gay relationship. I mean, they're constantly doing something to push the boundaries of the previous series that people have not liked, but with this one, it seems like they really, really just went for it. And they also say, I think Star Wars is already so gay already. I mean, have you seen the fits? Like, we'd be like, look how gay this is, and send each other reference photos. So behind the scenes, while they were basically storyboarding for this, they were talking about how gay Star Wars already is. They're a couple, that's what I think. C-3PO and R2D2 are apparently, to them, a couple. And one of the beauties of entertainment is someone might interpret a story or a character a different way than someone else, which is great, even though a bit ridiculous in this situation. And I get this might be their take, no matter how incorrect it may be, but both of these women are not going into interviews because they are important. They're going into interviews because of their job, and that means it is their job to respect source material and try to sell this show. Fans and the franchise need to be respected, which they're clearly not doing, and think it's hilarious in the process. This is why Star Wars Wars is dead. I used to love Star Wars, but Disney Star Wars is an absolute joke. And because you have individuals like this promoting it and working on it, they don't care how much they disrespect the source material and the fans. They only care that they have made a product that they think is amazing, but that doesn't mean it's amazing for everybody else. And I think that Acolyte is going to be one of the worst watched series on Disney Plus. I think it's going to get absolutely decimated when it comes to viewership numbers. I think that once the user reviews finally open up, people are going to be furious. And I think as the weeks go on and as the series continues and when it's finally all out, I do not think that this is going to be a series that is going to be fondly remembered by fans for years to come. I think it's going to fade into obscurity and nobody's going to be talking about it again. Only time will tell. Since the show does have weekly releases, it will be interesting to see how bad this show actually gets, and of course what else people like Leslie Headland spew in order to try to, what they're claiming is, drum up hype for this series when clearly it's only going to push people away. But that's all that I had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.